Hello and welcome back. Today we're talking about CloudWatch. It is one of the most important and at the same time useful services for application and infrastructure monitoring. This is how it works. So here we got CloudWatch, and you might have lots of different services in your account, for example, EC2 instances. And you might want to see the average CPU utilization of a specific instance. And here we can see that there are certain spikes in the CPU utilization, and that's because maybe this instance was doing something in those times, or maybe you're running a web server and it had peak times when lots of people were accessing it, or some application was doing something compute intensive. There could be lots of different reasons, and you're monitoring the CPU utilization because it's important to you. Now, the thing with CloudWatch Metrics, and this part of CloudWatch has several different parts. So this part of CloudWatch talks about metrics. CloudWatch metrics are already set up for lots of different AWS services such as EC2. You don't need to do anything. They're already generating data that is available in CloudWatch. You can just log in and have a look at it. At the same time, you can also set up your own custom CloudWatch metrics if you like. So there we go. That's our EC2 instance. For example, we might have an S3 bucket where we're monitoring the number of objects because this might be important to us. And here we see a real example from a real account, how the number of objects is changing. And you could even get metrics from your AWS account in general. For example, here we're looking at the total US dollar cost incurred in the month. As you can see, it resets every month and then starts growing again. So you can also monitor that. So this part of CloudWatch is called metrics, and it's important to know for the exam especially that CloudWatch has several parts. This first one that we just discussed is called CloudWatch Metrics, and this next one is called CloudWatch Alarms. So based on these metrics, you can trigger certain alarms. You can set up alarms that will be triggered. An alarm can be in 3 different states, either okay, in alarm, or insufficient data. And depending on which state the alarm is, you can set up certain actions to be performed. For example, in the case of the EC2 instance, when the utilization is above 95%, you might want to send an SNS notification notifying you that something is going on with this EC2 instance. Its utilization is very high. There are different types of actions alarm can take, and they include the following: sending an SNS notification, starting, stopping, terminating, rebooting, or recovering an instance. For example, here you could reboot the instance because you might be aware that the application that's running on this EC2 instance tends to sometimes fall into an infinite loop and just use up the resources but not produce any useful output, and it's just unavailable to users or for productive purposes. So you might want to reboot it whenever that happens, whenever utilization goes over 95%, indicating that there's an error. So that's another type of action an alarm can take. And the third type of action an alarm can take is adjusting an auto-scaling group. So adding or removing instances inside an ASG. So there we go. That's in a nutshell what CloudWatch is all about. Important things to note for the exam: that you have CloudWatch Metrics, which collects the metrics. You have CloudWatch Alarms, where you can set up alarms and create actions. And together they create this very powerful tool for you to monitor and control your AWS resources. So there we go. Here's a quick summary of what we discussed, and I look forward to seeing you back here next time. Until then, enjoy the cloud.